As the Jabberwock rises up from the lake, the remains of AJ washed up on the shore nearby. Your armor is beaten and broken, but intact enough to serve as armor. Your body is coursing with holy energy because you basically just fully healed yourself. Like you just you basically just yourself out of that situation. Your magical gifted shield, the artifact you were given, is gone.
I dropped it.
You stand with the Bandersnatch in one hand, or two hands, and the Jabberwock in front of you. It appears like it's going to charge you. It's kind of floating above the lake at the moment. What would you like to do, Albert Eggmeister, in this moment? It looks like it's about to dive bomb you.
Oh, so I can't run up to it.
I mean, do you have a way of jump? It's like 15 feet in the air, and it's above the water, sort of thing.
Unless I misty step onto its back. And then
You can do what you want.
Go.
This is kind of a fuck you if you do, fuck you if you don't, brother.
Yeah, well, I go get the next attack or it'll kill me.
Says the guy who just healed most of his hit points. Man, guys, I don't know if I could stand anymore. He says, chugging health potions on the side. I've got nothing. The Jabberwock's bleeding and broken. One of its wings is like, but yeah, sure. You're the one in a bad state.
I tell you what he was before he healed. I had a look at his little sheet at the end of that fight before he did the healing and went, holy crap. I wasn't saying anything, but I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, wasn't he down like the 3 hit points or something like that?
Oh, it was single figures.
Yes, 3. I got down to.
Yep.
So can I
bring up DMD beyond myself?
Yeah, can I run up to him and go like, for AJ, and like misty step like onto its back and just stab my sword into.
Okay.
Hey, going for the next just in case you hit
I know
20.
he's doing that as his thing. So now that you've made that decision, didn't you have the Jub that you could have ridden up to slap it?
Jub Bird's sort of running in his direction. Jub's got a broken wing. Jub had a bad time at the start of this fight, if you remember.
Sorry, I wanted.
Yeah,
I do now. I just wanted to let Egg make his decision before I said anything.
This fight started with the Jabberwock looking at the Jub Bird and basically saying, "Fuck that,"
and just purely solo DPS'd it to death,
just slamming it into the ground like.
And Egg was just like, "I'll wait."
Albert, go ahead and make me an attack roll with the Vorpal longsword, please.
With 2 hands.
2 hands.
Slash his back. Alright, that's a damage roll. I'll keep that. But 22 to hit.
That's the stat block I haven't brought up yet.
Remember, it's the 1v1 stat block, not the party one.
I know, I'm aware.
Don't stitch him up. I know you are, dude. I wouldn't have known if you hadn't told us at the end of the last stream.
There it is. There's my beautiful, beautiful, terrifying boy. What do you got, Egg? What was your attack?
22.
22 to hit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Yep, I did 12 damage, and I'll do a level 2 smite for another 17, so 29.
29?
Total.
Yep. You charge towards the lake, throwing caution to the wind as you are one to do. Wielding the Jabberwock in both hands, wielding the Bandersnatch in both hands, you see the Jabberwock's eyes light up as its fiery gaze shoots down and strikes where you are on the ground. As you feel the heat hit your armor, there is a flash of light and your body disappears in this like burst of like starlight. And you appear above the Jabberwock, slam the Bandersnatch into the back of its neck. You, like, I don't know what you wanted to do, but you're on the back of a Jabberwock. It's not dead.
No.
Oh shit!
You slam the Bandersnatch into the back of the Jabberwock. You're holding onto it as you, for AJ! You slam it in, and you expect the Jabberwock to come careening to the ground, and where you can stand heroically over its body. Instead, the Jabberwock flails for a minute and then immediately begins flying straight up, with you gripping the Bandersnatch on its back, as it's sort of like swinging back and forwards, trying to get you off it.
Jeez.
Inside the castle.
Did we
Come on,
hear
I want to finish that so bad.
Did we
I
hear
wanna
the
see where that
4AJ by
goes.
any chance?
No, you definitely didn't. Inside the castle, you
We just want to
stand
have a morning moment.
in the throne room. 8 massive pillars surround a single throne in its center. There are 4 exits. One that you came through, and another one mirroring it on the opposite side, both of which that lead out to that hallway you came in. And then another 2 that lead diagonally in the opposite direction. Molliver, without skipping a beat, very quickly, have you guys decided who was going to quickly take those items off Warduke? Who was taking what, please, before we move on?
Dante was taking the flaming sword, unless I hear anything different.
I think
No, I'm okay
I'm
with
not
that.
sure if I can use it, but I think so.
I have no use for a sword.
You
I have the
Would you
poison
sheathe it
dagger
while
and I
you
have
naked?
my psychonic daggers. And also,
Yeah.
I wrestle.
they both require attunement, but
Yeah, we also wouldn't have time to attune to these things.
at the
You
moment
see
they're with me.
Molliver, Warduke is on the ground. Molliver starts walking towards one of the exits without even considering what you guys are doing. As you do, you see her sort of like kick her heel at the Vorpal sword. The Vorpal sword, and she just catches it and just keeps walking. She stops, looks at the sword, and says, "You're temperamental, aren't you?" Huh. And then just keeps walking.
Okay, because it was currently in the bag of holding. Hang on, let me
Never
adjust
mind then.
reality.
I am your god. It is where I say it.
I know
is.
that's why I said let me just adjust reality. I was going with it.
Don't challenge our kind of benevolent DM, please.
I'm not. I'm
that's
going
that's
with
usually
it.
my spot to do that. Or eggs.
That's great.
Again, I'm going with it.
I apologize. I didn't realize you'd already claimed them into the bag of holding.
Yeah, I looted the corpse while everyone was talking.
In
at
that
the
case,
end of the
Molliver
last
walks
session.
over to you and politely asks if she can have the Vorpal sword.
Kicks open the flap on his like.
Which I
bag of
believe you
holding
said at the end
chest.
of the last session that she would have it anyways. Because
If
the
none
last
of
30
you,
minutes I paid attention to while I was working.
if none of you are going to take it, she will. She is proficient in a longsword. She can fight with a longsword. It's one of the 2 weapons she does fight with.
Look, nobody's claimed
I'm
it, and as much as I'm
sure
shitty
I
with her for
can.
doing that kill,
Yeah, I can fight with
I'm-
longswords. I just don't think it's smart for me to.
Jay, your
you
whole little
can't.
interaction where she kick flipped it, that was pretty cool. Let
Thanks, Steph.
reality carry on. I've deleted it out of the bag of holding, and we've etch a sketch that.
So
You just
You
kept your mouth
will-
closed,
And
we wouldn't
I'll
have
give
got through this whole
the
thing.
while you're doing it, I'll give the flame tongue longsword to Dante because he's the only one of our group here who can use it, so he can do with it as he will, if that suits everybody else.
So you are immediately led opposite the direction you came in. So again, it's like a circular room with the 4 chambers off to the side. You guys came in. It's like an X almost, with the throne room at the center. You guys came in from the bottom, and you guys are basically lining it straight out. You guys are heading out the opposite, basically, exit to the room. You did see Kelek head out the other exit on the other side of this room. You would assume, as you are all intelligent, that Molliver is basically just trying to lead you wherever Kelek isn't. Because the less fighting you guys have to do, the easier this will be. And she is a rogue. You are led down another flight of stairs into an extended hallway. This hallway, once again, simply leads 10 feet to your right, where there is a double door, and 20 feet to your left, where it turns off. She leads you single file through this hallway. Are you guys in any particular marching order, or also
I think
are
it'd still be
any of you also going to stop or try to take over the lead from her? Because she's just leading you guys. If one of you guys wants to take over, you can.
I'd like to know where we're going. I was looting the corpse wherever that puts me in the order, because I'd moved over to it. I don't know where that sits in relation to the hallway.
Well,
but
I was up
luggage
there
was
with her
grabbing
then.
the gear.
I was
So-
up there the entire time. What the heck is going on here?
Okay,
But I
so
think we need to make a
Seems
decision on
like
where we're going instead of just following the chick who ruined our previous plan.
I know.
So I will
Well,
remind
yeah.
you guys that the reason you were following her is because she has the most experience in the castle.
Oh, she knows. Sorry, I take that
she's
back.
Elkhorn was unfrozen and captured. She managed to actually escape when everyone else in the castle was frozen. So she basically is backtracking her escape route to get you. If you ask her, she says, "I'm taking you to the ballroom. That's where we should be able to find Ziblina. It's not far from here. Actually, it's at the
Okay,
end of that hallway," and she just points down the end of the hallway you guys are in. It's like right there, guys. Like, it's
Okay,
I think in
exactly-
terms of marching order, then I would be behind. If Rennick's with Molliver, I'd be behind them.
You know, I am the rogue of the party, so you know.
two together.
Oh,
and
we're
then
well
we go-
aware.
I don't
Seen you
really
in
do a
all
lot
your
of rogue
roguish
things.
glory.
So,
I've never,
two by-
I don't do many rogue things. I do a lot of barbarian things, but
Do a lot of naked things.
Yeah.
yeah,
Hence
barbarian
barbarian
things.
2 by 2. Who's with luggage?
I will be. There you go.
Easy as that. I'm glad someone said something.
That makes sense.
If not, I was gonna volunteer snack.
And then,
She's probably buzzing over one of our shoulders.
yeah, probably. I
Right,
assume
right,
at all times that she is just with one of you guys. She can fly. She has that benefit. What I'm saying is she's better than you guys. Deal with it.
We understand.
Yikes.
Fair point.
I'm not. I wish that was a joke, but flying races in this game are proven to just break the game. You guys,
Except when they go and try and melee with a sword because some
Until
idiot
that
suggested to be a
happens,
good
yeah.
idea. That idiot
hey,
being me.
hey guys, let's take the sorcerer, the person in this party with the lowest hit points, and lowest strength. Hey, what if you know that magical longsword we got? Yeah, what if we teach her to use it? What about that? Does that seem smart? Hey,
I
let's not-
understand so much why you were laughing at that now.
It's just
It made no sense to me at the time.
I wasn't gonna use it, so I was like, might as well have her
Look,
use it.
This may not
Hey, look,
happen,
and she
but
has
if it
proficiency with
does,
longswords now.
it's low key genius. Like when we run into an additional flying fairy or other type, then there's
What, where
like
they cancel each other
airborne,
out and-
sword to sword, hand to hand
Jesus
combat.
Christ.
We win.
like,
we win those matchups, baby. We win those.
We win
matchups.
these.
okay. I've got to really quickly ad lib something for the final combat, so
dear
that while
Lord.
you guys are having this epic combat in the ballroom, she can just be like the last battle from Ant-Man over the side. Like to her is this epic conflict. that
Don't
we
show us
zoom
how the
out, and
sausage is made.
It's just
And that
two
we have
flies
no
just-
idea what's going on with it because we can't see it.
Anyway,
All we'll hear is your Vela, your Vela, your Vela.
You felt like-
actually, I will remind you that the sword has not said that in a very long time.
Oh, but it will.
And there is a reason why the sword has not said that in a very long time.
Because
Oh no, is he dead?
Nope.
Hey, no,
So,
he left us a
well,
note
yeah.
with the
Also,
chest,
we still
remember?
need to agree. When are we gonna use our fortitude circumstance? Fortitude, whatever it is.
Fortuitous circumstance.
Thank you. Are we
I-
gonna use it here? We've been keeping this awesome thing in the pocket for this exact moment.
we don't know that it's awesome. We just know that there is a thing that may or may not happen if and when the DM decides to let it happen.
If
can
I
just
can ask,
Say when we want it to happen, but we don't know if it's
Is-
going to happen now or when.
is it something that requires? Sorry, Jay, just so I can understand this, because it's a really good question. Will it be instantaneous from when we say we'd like to use it now, or
Maybe.
Instancy.
if-
That's
if
what
I
we get.
decide that the fortuitous thing that happens instantaneously, then yes. If I
He's
decide
going to
doesn't,
roll a
then no.
dice and he's going to laugh something
Basically,
like, "That's interesting,"
okay.
and then we won't know.
Basically, a fortuitous thing will happen when I deem one happens. It might be this session. It might be next session. It might be as one of you lay on the ground dying. It might not even help you guys. It might help Egg. Just a fortuitous thing will happen to someone in the party.
It's a fair
That might
point.
be an ally shows up. That might be you stumble across, oh, look at that, the magic item we needed to solve the whole problem. It might be a villain happens to trip when casting a spell. It could be literally anything. Just
Is
something
there a
then
chance
if I can
that the
answer, is
Jabberwock
luggage.
would trip and fall on a fucking stick?
Okay, well, I don't know how a
I-
Jabberwock would trip while flying, but
Oh,
I
it could
like
happen,
the
couldn't it?
idea.
Well, it does have a paladin sword in its shoulder blades. I would
Yeah,
suggest
yeah,
as
yeah.
luggage then, if we're heading towards the throne room, that historically things have not gone well when we've entered into those sorts of spaces.
No,
his
they have
vote,
not gone
his
well.
vote would be for it to, whatever the characters do to request it now. That's putting it to a vote. That's luggage's vote.
We could also request it as soon as we get into combat, but we also need eggs. We need all persons of the party to agree.
I'm not there.
Well, no, you're not there,
it's-
but
it's
this
the
is
four of
also
us.
it's all of us.
Mm.
All of us have
Oh,
possession of
Yeah,
this.
I'll agree. Sure.
Okay.
Zenfire and Snack.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Whatever we
Wait,
need to do to
who would you
request it,
Cool, it's used.
DM.
Done. So,
Thank you.
heading down this hallway. You get to the end of the hallway and you're in yet another circular chamber. This one, however, directly in front of you is a set of spiral stairs that go up this long tower. Opposite those stairs, like around them, opposite the way you came in, is a set of double doors. Molliver walks over and places a single hand on the doors and says, "Borum's on the other side. You guys good to go?"
Is this like the last
Yep.
checkpoint to say, "Hey, are you guys ready to go do this final boss
A
real
little,
quick?"
yeah, a little pop-up appears in front of you that just says, "Hey, you've reached the end of the game. If there's anything you want to do in the world, go do it now, as there will be no saving beyond this point."
No,
Alright,
so
I think
my
I want to
question is,
explore a starting area.
This is a raid quest. You can't start.
Yeah,
this
can we
live
go?
battle
Can we go
until you
back a
have
few
group.
a few chapters and start going back through? I
Yeah,
think I want to go
think-
because back then we knew AJ was alive. And I want to hear
Yeah,
that sweet,
Yeah,
sweet
so
go
voice.
back
say
to
if,
his
if I
vote.
knew something had happened to him, I'd want to go and resurrect or save, and we don't know what's happening with Egg. So no, that's a
Just
really
saying, if we
hard
don't have a
question
chance to hear
answer.
his beautiful voice again, we're gonna need a soundbite for a Spar's stream.
I had no
Wait,
idea
there's
what you're
plenty.
talking about, guys. Stop that.
Don't. That's just breaking my heart.
I've gone to the immortal void after life, and there's no saving me. Bye.
Oh, that's it.
You're so mean.
And you did it all with the biggest smile on your face too.
Because he knew he hurt all of us when he said it. He knew.
So, Molliver
This
I think
is-
we need.
this
I think
is
we
his
need to get in there
payback
because
for
we
the
need to get
whole
back to
game.
Egg and make sure he's okay. We
pushes
need to get
on
this
the
done.
door. As Molliver pushes on the door, you all, weapons out, burst through. Stepping
cool.
into this room. Albert. The Jabberwock is shooting upwards. What do you want to do?
Can I draw my other long sword and slash
can
it with that while
actually-
holding on to?
Hack the wings.
You
Onto
can.
it.
Very quickly, the Jabberwock is going to attempt to get you off it.
Oh, can I dodge that?
Such a weird circumstance.
How far? How high are these guys? Out of
Does
morbid curiosity.
if he had to guess, he'd say about 70 feet up.
Oh, that's not too bad. I thought
That's
they'd be
the
around
Jabberwock can
200.
only fly 60 feet in a round. So
Oh,
each round
okay.
it is going to get 60 feet higher. It was already 10
Yeah.
feet up, so it's now at 70.
Ooh.
It is 2d6 or so damage for every 10 feet he were to fall now.
But
Okay,
he's falling
sorry.
into water.
Water doesn't work like that. We both know.
I
and he's
know
in
it doesn't,
heavy
but I was
armor.
hoping you forget that it turns like to concrete past like 2 stories.
Does an 18 hit you?
I
Albert.
don't think so.
Without the shield?
Yeah, you don't have the shield, buddy.
Yeah, it hits.
It hits. Okay.
Need to update your character sheet now that you've
Yeah.
lost your shield.
Yeah, where's my +1 plate armor though?
Yeah, because I was looking at Spar's stream. I'm like, no, that doesn't hit him.
25.
Me too.
25
like,
points
get out
of
of here.
slashing damage.
Oh,
As
Shit.
the Jabberwock is flying up in the air, you watch its arms. It's strange. The creature has form, but it's like jelly. You watch its arms twist and bend and rake back at you on its back and begin clawing at you. And it just rips through your armor, tearing massive holes in it. What do you want to do?
So, while holding on to it with the four-ball sword,
Yep.
the Bandersnatch, sorry, I take my old longsword and draw it out and slash it in with my other hand.
Okay, you're going to slash it with the other longsword. Make an attack roll for that longsword.
Okay, so I need to equip it first. Alright. Fuck off.
We should.
Oh.
What happened?
Please share that with the people
Oh,
who can't
that's
see
the
it.
wrong longsword to use. Of course you would.
Please, Egg. Share away, Albert.
So natural 20.
Okay.
oh,
I have some horrible news for you, Egg. I have some absolutely horrible news. I have possibly the worst news I've ever had to give you. You draw your longsword. Is your longsword magical, Egg? Your old one?
No.
You bring your longsword back. You're bleeding. Your armor is broken. AJ is dead. You are hurt and you are angry. You bring your longsword back, and with every bit of strength and power you have, you jam it into the back of the Jabberwock. The moment the tip of your longsword connects with the hide of the Jabberwock, your longsword snaps in two.
what?
Oh, because
You look at your non-magical, boring longsword,
Dagger.
and
Yeah.
there is just a brief moment where you think, yeah, that was probably never going to work. Jabberwock is a magical creature. Mundane weapons are not going to be of any use here. Did you divine smite though? Because if you did, that is still affected by the natural 20.
Yeah, of course I did.
he's
And
done
very
every attack
quickly-
for the entire campaign. That's a
Yep, you
legit
definitely
answer.
So, very quickly, just gonna get a quick little bit of clarification. I just want to make sure you're very aware, Egg. Egg, you're currently on the back of a Jabberwock. The Jabberwock is currently flying in the air very high. I just want you to think about what's going to happen when you kill it and it's no longer flying.
I have a cunning plan.
I have Featherfall. Oh wait.
You have Featherfall. Oh wait, don't worry about it. Then.
No,
It's
I
all good.
don't.
Do you? You're a
We
paladin.
can't.
Do you have Featherfall?
We can't have a cunning plans info. We're not there.
Yeah, but never, never, duh.
So,
And I can
But.
go
I
ahead
can't
and
help you.
roll damage for the divine smite. I will be.
Okay,
I'm
so-
gonna be so nice right now. Technically, that divine smite shouldn't work because you didn't pierce the skin, but we're gonna be nice.
Can we say he put a little blemish on there with the sword?
So with crits, it's max damage for the original
So,
die.
yeah, it's the
So-
way it works is it's max damage plus you still roll. So
Okay,
whatever your
so-
maximum for whatever level divine smite you're doing.
Holy shit!
18 plus whatever your max is.
No, not 18, 24.
24 plus
Because
whatever your
the
max is.
3d8.
Jeez.
Yeah, 18 plus 24. 42 radiant damage.
42 radiant.
It's not something to turn your nose up at.
You slam your longsword into it. The longsword snaps and is like, in that jarring motion, it is thrown from your hand as you feel your whole body ricochet off it. The Jabberwock sort of catches itself midair, and you are thrown from its back egg. As you are thrown, you rip the Bandersnatch from it, and falling over the top of it with one clean swing, and you don't feel any resistance. You don't
Mid-air
hear anything, but as you begin falling and twist in the air, you see falling to your right is the body of the Jabberwock, and to your left, its head.
Mid-air beheading.
Fuck yes, well done.
Stop
Well
That's
it.
played,
kind of
both of
sick.
you.
Not gonna fucking lie, dude. That's kind of pop off for that shit, dude.
And it is in that moment that you remember you are falling.
It's
Misty,
fine.
step again, please.
Let him go.
That was
Let
my
him
last
go.
second level slot.
Bursting into the throne room, you see at its center, on a plinth, the cauldron of Igglewith, the magical item that caused all of this. The magical item that froze Zyblina, that gave the Hourglass Coven the power to take over this entire part of the Feywild. Ahem. Come on, book. You're supposed to be open to the right page already, you fucking piece of shit. You had one job, book. If you could do it, that'd be fucking great.
Hey, Jay, quick question.
Yes.
How many minutes have passed since we've been in the castle?
Like a couple. Like, you guys have not been in the castle that long,
Well,
honestly.
Yes, because my next question is: do we still have the thing that helps that gives us +10 to our stealth?
Yes, it lasts like, I think it's 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's 10 minutes. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so you do still have it. So,
Sick.
all good. Thank you for clarifying that, though. I had forgotten that someone had casted that last session, so thank you for that.
No problem.
Genuinely.
I didn't know if I was going
very
to
much
use it
appreciate
to my advantage or not. Once you set up the room.
No, all good.
I'm
It
just
is-
gonna
it is-
cast Mage Armor.
It
quickly.
is still very much running, so thank you for that. I very quickly need to find my
Yeah.
map.
Did you want to
While you're doing that, I'm gonna go get some more
warding
water.
bond on it? Spark?
I'm gonna check my spell list, but I'm pretty sure I put that on her before we entered the castle when we were doing all the setup before we split up with you. I didn't do anything with you.
Right.
Yeah, they never do. So,
It's all about the poor fairy.
won't
I
be
should
doing
have done
much.
you as well.
Gonna be
Oh,
honest,
she can
won't be
fly,
doing.
remember?
I imagine you won't be doing much with Egg after this either.
Oh, fuck.
Hey.
So are we just like,
Free-
doing cursory things before we burst into this room, like mid-caption, freeze frame?
falling.
No, I was just checking my spell slots from the previous rest, but
Yeah, this is all previous.
I've still got a slot there that is used. So the only thing I can see there that would have been was Warding Bond, and I'm certain we put it on her.
So, a grand ballroom lies before you. The northern part of its floor littered with the splintered remains of 3 doors that have been knocked from their hinges, leaving openings through which you can see adjoining rooms. Throughout the ballroom, royal courtiers stand motionless, their eyes fixed on the black iron cauldron atop a dais in the middle of the chamber. Dark vapors rise from it, with this eerie purple glow emanating. 2 figures are frozen, statue-like off to one side of the cauldron. An imperious middle-aged woman with long white hair and white robes, and a younger woman, clad in armor and wearing a white cape. The older woman is reaching desperately towards the cauldron, while the armored woman at her side is grasping a fine-looking quarterstaff, ready for battle. Also in the room you see a figure you have seen before, that of Kelek, standing on the opposite side of the cauldron to you, behind who you can only assume is Zyblina, the older woman. He greets you with a honestly just tired look. He doesn't look satisfied that you're here, or He doesn't look like he's ready for a fight. He just looks like a guy who wants to go to bed. And he's just like it's like when you're at you're at work, you've got 5 minutes to go, and then someone comes over and says, "Hey, I need this job done before you leave," and you're just like, "Ah, for fuck's sake!" Like
It's like a
I
3-hour
just
job.
I just want to go, dude. Like, you can see standing on the right side of the cauldron are his 3 gnarled, mutated creatures. His cockatrices. And on the left
What, sorry?
is his cockatrices. I have got them listed in my thing here as his cocks. Because
And there's 3 of them. Yeah, there's
Of
3
course.
cocks.
Just to clarify, guy walking 3 cocks through the hole.
so to clarify,
They look
Kelek
like
And he's
is
very
baskets.
tired, and that's
Very
why he's
tired of
tired.
walking 3
so
cocks.
Kelek is
Hey,
an
$20 is
old-
$20.
Kelek is an older human male with a bald head, sort of greyish skin, long white beard that almost comes down to his waist. He's wearing like the classic black leather armor with the long black robe, or
just
rimmed on
making
the
this worse,
edges with like red and daggers and just real edgy. You can see he's got like a long blackwood staff with like this image of a dragon curled on the top of it.
So, old leather-clad dude simping for 3 nailed cocks as he walks them through the holes.
Pretty much. The woman that you
TLDR
don't
of it, yeah.
recognize, though, the other person you see as a woman, you can see she wears long flowing black robes that stop at her ankles, no shoes. She has like a large red mantle. She holds a golden staff in one hand and has this like ram skull ornament on her head with the horns curling down beside her shoulders. She looks at you, not in confusion, just in sort of like, it's okay, gives you a curious glance, looks back at Kelek and looks at you again and just says, "Huh. I thought we were done with the visitors, but very well. Kelek, are we to deal with them?" And Kelek just, "I presume they're the ones who offed war, Duke. For fuck's sake. Where the fuck did you... Have you seen the other one?" The other one? Oh, no, I actually don't know where he's gotten to. Can we help you? Does your group require assistance in some way? We're kind of in the middle of something.
I take it this is one of the times we didn't like check the room before we went in, so that I could stealth around, because that's the whole reason why I was asking about that.
You could still be in the doorways and hidden if you want. You could still be on the other side of the door if you want.
Okay, because I was trying to hide, and so I could, if there was people in there, because I didn't know, to start to try to at least get Sabrina.
Yeah, no. Molliver burst in. Like Molliver went in, and Elkhorn was right behind her. Like Elkhorn sort of pushed you guys through to be like, "Come on, let's get him." You could have stayed back though, Reddick, if you wanted to sort of hide on the outskirts of the room. Actually, as he walks past you, Clapperclaw, who you all seem to have forgotten was here, just sort of once on his bagpipes, and Rennick, you feel this tingle, and you look at your hands, and they're just gone. He casts invisibility on you. As he walks
Oi.
past you.
Ooh. Sick. Do I need to do another stealth roll?
No,
'Cause it's like
definitely
a
not.
it's plus 25 right now. Sorry, plus 23.
Plus 25, plus 23 at advantage, and you physically can't. Wait, so you have the Boots of Elvenkind on, don't you? So you can't make
Yes.
any noise. Cool. Yeah,
Mhm.
don't make a stealth roll. Not only can you not make noise, you're also invisible, dude. Like, no stealth roll needed.
Yay.
Jay,
Yes.
you said that I've got Tailspire up now as well, so I may have missed one of the things you said while I was transitioning over to that. But did you say Zablina was in there and talking to us, or she's frozen?
No,
at the
she's
cauldron?
frozen. There was
Okay.
another woman in there as well. The woman with like
mystery
the black
witch.
robes and the
Just
Yeah.
to clarify further, when Clapperclaw's like went on Reddick and made him invisible, is that just his body only? He says, "Gee, but hoping."
everything that he is and everything he is wearing and holding is
Ah,
invisible.
boo.
The spell specifies that.
Boo.
Why
Why are
does
you trying to
Reddick
always
need
get
to
me
be
naked, bro?
naked?
Why are you always trying to get me naked, bro?
It's a thing.
It's canon
the
now.
woman
It's
turning
kind
to
of
you
up
all
there with
says,
tripping over things and dying.
"If you don't mind, the exit's back the way you came. we'd rather not any trouble now.
Oh yeah,
Isn't
but
that right,
no one's
Kelly?
validated our parking ticket.
You know what?
Because I went through that last week. Sorry,
I'm gonna hide here. So
it took us such a long time to do that.
You know what? You have us outnumbered. I take it you're the ones who killed all 3 of our associates, and given that you dispatched them with relative ease, I can't imagine the 2 of us would fare much better. I would suggest bargaining, but I doubt that's much of an option. Perhaps we should level the playing field. Where is your pet? Oh, right, just call him. Puss, 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 where have you gone to?
Are we just gonna listen to this, or is someone gonna?
The door opposite you
He has
guys.
3 clocks and now he's casting for
Can you
push.
stab him now,
Open-
Rennick?
The door opposite you guys opens. So, like the door opposite the side of the room you guys entered opens slowly, and stepping in very casually and just sort of leaning on the door frame, sort of like picking his teeth with the dagger. You see a tall figure, 7 foot tall, leather armor,
It is coming.
No.
a cat's head,
No.
we had a deal.
backwards hands,
Mm.
as Rick the Rakshasa leans
Oh, Rick
casually
got a
on the
number.
door frame.
But
Name.
just to clarify, the old bald dude in leather who's simping for the 3 nailed cocks that he's walking through the hall is now calling for puss, puss, puss.
Yes.
Yep.
So there's a pussy as well.
Sorry, no, the woman was technically the one calling the
Oh.
cat. As the Rakshasa sort of appears in the doorway, he just, Oh, hey, it's you guys. What's up? It's been a while. Hey, I killed that hag. I'm out of my contract. Isn't that great? Anyway, these guys are paying me big bucks. So you guys, yeah. Hey, it's fun while it lasted, though, right? I mean, that's fun.
When Rannick sees him, it's just nothing but rage.
He sort of like you
Can't
see
see,
him.
do
You see the Rakshasa scan each of you up and down. Rennick, you clearly see him look at you like in the eye.
Because he has,
scan.
yeah.
He has. You know he
He
has.
has,
True
yeah,
sight.
he has,
You've dealt
he has
with
true
this
sight. I know
before.
he has true sight.
He looks you up and down, and then just gives you a little wink,
Oh!
and then just not like a flirty wink, like a I'm getting you last sort of wink.
No!
Like
I thought it was more of a little wink, like, I get you, you do you, boo.
you see
not
him
a...
sort of look at those 2, and then look back at you and say, "And you got these 2 outnumbered. Hey, like you guys could just fucking roll over these guys. You guys could really fuck some shit up, man. It's just such a shame I'm here and I'm an unkillable demon. Man, that fucking sucks.
Wait, does he not remember that I can kill him?
Man, that really fucking sucks. Anyway,
Perhaps you're on the wrong side of this.
oh no, I'm on the winning side. I could be on your side if you want, but it's gonna you guys gotta pony up for that sort of privilege. You see Kellek just sort of give him the side glance and just, what? I'm a mercenary. What are you gonna do, man? It's just, I go.
I
where
wish
the
I was
money
there to
is.
talk.
What is it you want?
I want your friend here to stop sneaking forward. He sort of like pokes a dagger out, and none of you realize that she was gone, but you see Molliver just sort of materialize in front of him with the Vorpal sword just sort of against his throat. And you just see her sort of, fuck. Seems that you weren't the only one who had invisibility cast on you, and Molliver is a sneaky motherfucker.
The 2 rogues were doing some shit.
So she went, oh fuck, or he went, oh fuck.
She went, oh fuck. He dispelled her invisibility as she was about to try and kill him with the Vorpal sword. So, are we gonna just stand here, or are we gonna fight?
Table talk, because I am not gonna speak, because even though even though I'm on his radar, he's clocked me. No one else has clocked me yet. He might dispel it when I'm trying to do stuff. Later problems.
So
We offer him money. We're about to save the queen. Queen
Or-
has lots of money.
Well, yeah, or counter like tabletop conversation. If he's working for one of these other 2 standing before us, if we kill them, is he still working for them?
Very quickly, I will also remind you all that you have the alicorn, and all you need to do to free someone is touch it to them and say their
true
real name.
Which I'm working towards her. I'm invisible.
And the two
Do you have the
alicorns at the
alicorn?
moment.
I pretty much
one's
could be
with-
running towards her. I don't.
You do, yeah.
Actually,
one's
yeah,
with
no.
Rennick
You
and
can
one's
hear
with
me.
me.
Rennick, as you're walking towards Ziblina, he's not stopping you. He clocks. You see his eyes shoot you every now and again. You see him clock that you're holding an alicorn. You can see him do like the math in his head, and he's just like, I'm not saying shit because he knows.
Because he knows what I'm gonna do.
He knows, and you know, if Zablina wakes up, that's it. Like
Mhm.
that's the whole ball game, baby.
Can I cast a
Hmm.
spell?
What would you like to cast, Miss Snack?
Can I cast haste on Rennick?
Oh.
I don't think. I think you have to see me to be able to target
Yes,
me.
you
don't
have to be able to. You have to
him.
see.
Do I?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
Yeah.
invisible. You can't. I'm afraid.
Okay.
What about hear him?
Albert Eggmeister.
You can't hear me either.
No, but if you make a noise,
As-
we
All
can.
right. Back
I
there.
wouldn't.
As your plate mail armor pulls you to the ground, the Bandersnatch in one hand. Is there anything you want to do, my dude?
I just hold on to my holy symbol and
The holy
the
symbol of
last
indifference.
around my neck, the
I
one
really
given
hope
to me
you
by
don't
my
crash
mentor
into the
before he
roof
died and
land
say
on
a
her.
quick prayer.
You kitty.
As
Is he
you're
falling into the
saying that,
lake?
okay, Albert, it's up to you. I can roll
You heard
damage
me.
if you really want me to. I don't think I need to, but if you'd like, I can. It's up to you. I could roll all
37,
ones.
so yeah.
Okay,
If you
the-
roll 10d6, that's average.
so it's 2d6
It's possible.
for every 10 feet.
And he
And he
fell
was at
70.
70 feet.
So
And then the
shit.
Jabberwock had its second turn and moved to 130 feet, which is where it was when you beheaded it. I will be nice and say it only got halfway through that turn, in which case it was 100 feet up. Okay, so
That's
that's
still 20d6.
that's 20d6. I could roll real low. I
but
could,
you could also roll really high.
yeah.
And which
So
could,
it's up-
if he does half your life in negative damage, you just die.
You can. It's up to you, Albert. You can accept your fate with dignity and with courage, or you can make me roll. I have enough d6s.
I don't understand the choice there. Are you
Dude,
saying you're just going to
so-
kill him, or he has a chance if you roll him badly?
It's just up to him. It's entirely up
What?
to him. If he
I
wants
don't
to accept-
understand. Sorry.
I know you really want to roll those dice, Jay. I see it in your
Egg.
face.
Read my message.
Yeah, you can tell him he was so happy. He's like, ooh, 20d6s? Let's roll.
Oh, this is nothing.
Alright.
Come on, 20 d6s. This is chump
Hey,
change.
Hey, Egg, thank you for taking the torch from me for the character that was going to die.
This is not even half my d6 collection. And to clarify, I was simply giving him the out of. It's very likely this will kill him. If he wants to save the time of rolling, we can just move on, sort of thing.
Sorry. Thank you. I really
That's all.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
understand.
it
what
was
the
just that
choices
if you
were.
just want to skip the numbers, we can move on, or I can roll and we can see how this plays out. Because
Yeah,
you
let
are
the
right.
dice decide.
He could live.
We
There's
want to know
a
if
small
Egg's
percent
fucked
he
or
can
Papa
win.
fucked.
He can live.
Okay, how many hit points do you have left, Albert?
I have 37 hit points left.
Okay,
Oh
so
my god.
I'm gonna roll these in lots of 5. Okay, and we'll count them down as we go, like a fun episode of Play School. Yeah, everyone. Yeah.
Oh god.
You
This
remember
does
the
not sound
episode
like a fun episode of Play
where,
School.
where a
You and I
paddler
watch
tried to
very
fight a
different Play
dragon,
School.
He beheaded it and then fell to his death. You guys remember that episode of Play School?
Yeah, I do.
Cool, we all do. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was the art window.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10
I think it
points of
was the one
damage.
that looked like a tombstone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Albert, the first one is 10 points of damage from
Oh,
the first
fuck.
one.
Okay,
5.
just roll less than that for the next.
Just roll less than that? Sure.
And that's the
Hey,
first lot of 5.
about that less I was meant to roll. Was that optional?
No, that was
That
mandatory.
is the second one is 15. That is 2
Oh, fuck.
4s, 2 2s, and 5.
Now 25.
No, he's down to 12.
I could roll real low, guys. I could roll ones for all of them. I could.
We're
Sure.
on the third 5.
I didn't, but I could. 5, 6, 7, 10, 11 points of damage.
Fuck.
You fucking
Oh god,
piece
he's
of
on one.
30, so,
He's on
so
one.
36.
All of the dice could fall off the table into the ether. My cats could take all of my d6s.
Cats assemble.
kitty,
You
kitty,
could be
kitty.
rolling with D4s, just saying.
I could be. I'm not, but I could be.
You could be.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
At least now we know you're just going to be unconscious in water.
And
so-
17 points of damage for the last one, Albert.
Crikey. But wait, there's 5 more.
No, that was the last
That's
4.
minus
That was the last 5.
16.
But wait, there's more.
There is? I thought they did 20.
No, that was
Yeah,
the
I-
first
Goodbye
5.
today.
I had that card, didn't I? Or was that? Go on.
Hold the card
Albert.
up to your camera. Oh wait.
Ah, damn. Oh, no. Albert, clutching your holy symbol, a symbol given to you. You're falling. You do get the satisfaction of staring up at the sky and watching as the Jabberwock collapses beside you. That ultimate victory. You
What was it?
died, but you died killing the most fearsome creature in the land. The only thing that was as feared as Siblina herself. What is the last thought you have?
Jay, I do have a quick question before we continue.
Yes.
Why is he dying? He's not at past half-life. Like
Shut up,
half
Rannick.
the-
I'm
Just let
dying.
it
You
play
are
out.
correct that hitting the ground would put him in death saves, but hitting the lake would mean that he sinks underneath and begins drowning.
Oh yeah, I
while
forgot
he is
plate armor.
already
My bad.
unconscious.
My
No,
bad.
but
I
his
forgot
plate
he was
armor
over the
was
lake.
ripped, so surely it's like not as heavy and tough falling off, and likely to fall off
Yeah.
in the plummet. The
Yeah,
velocity of the
basically
iron
turn into
catching in
air
the wind will
bubbles.
surely
him have-
break it
just
apart
let-
like an eggshell.
So very
Let
quickly,
God do his
hey
thing.
Albert, are you just not wearing your backpack full of all your equipment? Yeah.
Probably. You take it up
I
to
concur.
45, right?
I am wrong.
Yeah.
I am sorry for interrupting you, Jay. I am
It's
sorry.
okay. It's okay.
I do have lots of equipment.
You do have
I-
to weigh you down. I apologize. I'm gonna be honest. I will
I
clarify as well.
am-
I wasn't gonna make you drown until someone reminded me you were above water.
Oh crap!
Thanks, Spar.
It wasn't me.
I
I think it might have been me.
I think it
It
was,
was
it
you.
was definitely Dynasty. What is the
I was
last thing?
thinking of my friends. Basically, Luggage,
AJ.
Rannick, yeah, AJ,
Mainly
Snack,
AJ.
Senfire, and about how we've just been a bunch of misfits and how much they've put up with me, not being able to keep secrets and being annoying, basically, and how I'll never see them again.
Albert, as you hit the ground, everything goes black. There's a few seconds of nothing. 12 seconds specifically, because that's how long it takes for you to drown when you're in death saving throws. 2 rounds. Then you feel something. It's like tugging on your consciousness. You can feel your body. You're lying on your back. There's a void, just pure darkness above you. You sort of reach up and you can't feel the bandersnatch in your hand. You can tell you're not wearing a backpack. You're not wearing armor. As you sort of slowly sit up, you can see there's just this expanse of void. This black nothingness as far as you can see. The ground is like this strange crystalline glass where you can tell there's ground there, but it's also nothing. There's just enough of a reflection for you to be able to tell there's something to stand on. You sort of look at your hands and they're not yours. They're not what you remember. Your hands are calloused and scarred. These hands are clean. They're soft. You sort of reach up and feel your face and your ears and your hair. It's you. You're different. You're strange. It's like you're more innocent. As you're sort of sitting there, you begin to slowly look around and you see off to your right a tree. A massive tree. Enormous. It goes up as far as you can see. And you can see that there's houses built around it. There's little huts shooting out of it at all angles with vines hanging down. And you can see figures climbing up and down. Ladders, people hanging off them. Children, all of them, playing, enjoying themselves. You sort of stand up and you look at it. You can see there's you can see a little halfling girl with a dagger, and she's throwing it at the tree. She's collected it, throwing it, and she seems angry. And as this little halfling boy runs past her, she just puts out an arm and fucking coat hangers him. As the little halfling boy stands up, he says, "What the hell did you go and do that for? God, you get killed once and you're just such a grumpus. God damn it. Oh, there's a new guy, by the way. Jesus fucking Christ. It's fucking kids. God damn it." And you sort of look down at yourself and you realize you're shorter than you remember. You feel
It
weak.
fell in late with AJ.
Not in like a you've lost your strength way weak, but in more of like a you just never had it. Like you feel as strong as you should, but like there's something missing. As that little orc girl turns and sort of side-eyes you, she sort of begins slowly walking towards you. You see other kids begin to notice you as well, Albert. And one by one, they all begin heading in your direction. What do you want to do?
Final stand.
I-
By the way,
Sorry, it was open. I had to make the joke.
Yes! The horde is coming. Prepare yourself.
Winter is coming.
Oh. Okay, so this is where all the kids ended up?
As Xenor reaches you, the female orc that you met at Will, she sort of looks at you and says, "You're shorter than I remember." And you're her height. Maybe a little shorter. And you can see Sloane is beside her, the ginger-haired female wood elf. You can see Bobby, the male dwarf who was getting his first whiskers. They've started to grow a bit more. And you can see other kids. 2 of them, 5 of them, 10 of them, 20, 30, hundreds of kids all living in this tree together, all safe, wherever you are. And you see someone familiar to you, but not. You see he's a little taller than you, skinny. You can see he's got like a snubby nose, a few whiskers, grey fur, long bunny ears. As he sort of looks at you and points to you and says, "Oi! What are you?"
Oh no, Mar, you came to haunt us.
No.
As this Harangian, this hare, walks up to you and says, "I know you, but I don't know where I know you from."
Pray to God he does not remember.
Give me it. Give me it. I want it.
Doesn't remember.
You owe it to me. Come on, give me it. Give me it.
Give you what?
Give me it. And he pointing at your pocket. Come on. Hand it
Reach
over.
into my pocket.
You reach into your pocket and you pull out a small little tree nut. Brown with a little leaf on the top. Sort of look at it for a second, and Ogden snatches it from your hand and says, "Yeah, that's what I thought. Stay safe. It's dangerous out there."
You too, mate.
He sort of
Sounds
leans
like
into you.
it.
He sort of leans into you and says, "They're listening." He sort of turns around and walks away.
Watch
you
out for
feel
the
sort
swamp
of-
monsters.
A hand on your shoulder. And you can tell they're shorter than you, tiny hand. And you just hear this voice from the side say, "Don't worry, you'll be safe here with us. It's okay." Rennick, as you reach Zablina, you have the alicorn in your hand. You have Zablina on your left and Mercion, the cleric for Valor's Call, on your right. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna choose Sablina, and then as fast as I can, turn around and choose the cleric.
Okay, you place the alicorn against Zablina, and you have to say her name. What name do you speak?
Come on, dude. Her real name.
I don't remember her real name. And I don't have it written down.
That I'm
We
not even
can't
gonna
Having
say
it
it.
written down would help.
We can't tell him, can we?
I will. This is information Rennick will be aware of. So if the party members would like to, perhaps give him hints as to what name he wants to say.
She has a
Spar.
cauldron of everything.
She's
So I'll let
equal.
you guys just straight up tell him her name.
Just
Oh,
please just tell
Tasha.
me.
Her real name's Tasha.
Tasha. Okay, I say Tasha.
You place the alicorn to her, and under your breath you say, "Tasha," and nothing happens.
It's Eagle Whiff.
Oh, fuck, I'm an idiot. Sorry.
You then say, "Igwil," and
that one.
nothing happens.
Oh, come on. It's not.
Zablina, and nothing happens.
Oh, come on.
Rennick, you were told that Tasha is her name. That is the name she was called when she was a child. Tasha is not a name. Tasha is a name the same way that
Ah.
Rick is someone's name.
Natasha.
Natasha. darling.
Natasha.
You say Natasha, and there's a moment of nothing. And you sort of wait, and there's a brief panic as the DM flicks through his book frantically, looking for the right page to make sure that you are correct. How's everyone doing today?
So
Good.
good.
I'm actually fully awake now. The first hour is always rough.
It's great knowing I have no work for 2 weeks.
That would
Yeah,
be
you're off
such a
of work
good
for 2
feeling.
weeks?
Yeah.
I was better.
I wish I
before-
was you.
I was better before Egg lost his life, and I'm really kicking myself for not death warding him as well. I was better an
yeah.
hour ago.
It wouldn't have helped. You can't.
And also, you
swing.
wouldn't have known. You didn't know that was exactly play out this way.
As she
No,
can
but I
move
knew he was going
again,
to
It,
1v1.
it was a good death. I could.
Zablina,
Yeah, that was pretty cool death.
Zablina,
Sorry, look at Senpai's camera.
That's my
Yes!
picture.
Oh my god, he's a
Is
force
that not how
ghost
it's
now.
happening?
Zablina lurches forward and then quickly steps and regains her balance. Damn, too late. As she reaches for the cauldron and looks up, you see her eyes dart around the room, looking at all of you, looking at the Rakshasa, and she says, "Have we met?" And I think for the first time in the campaign's history, we're going to need to take a very quick break here. If
Oh,
that's
what?
okay. Because
course.
Spar, if you and I could have a quick side conversation
Sidebar.
for about 2 seconds, my dude.
Yep, let me
avoid
just figure
yourself.
out how we're going to do that without it going
Just
through.
mute yourselves in here, then jump in a Discord call.
Yeah.
Turn off your mics on here.
I will jump into Discord. I'll see you there in a sec. Just
All right, hang on. Let me mute myself.
So, does anybody have any control of the soundboard? So if we can put the Jeopardy music in, that'd be pretty funny. We might get copyright.
That would
be
be
funny.
good, wouldn't it?
All right,
Well, why
I
do
can
take
still
can you
my
guys
picture
confirm you
off
can't
like
hear
I'm
me
dead?
in
No, we can hear you.
whatever it is?
You can hear you.
We can hear you. You have to hit the little on Ninja. You got to hit the little mic button. And I have no.
We can still hear you.
We can hear you. Hang on.
He's pressed mute the sound, not the mic, like I did. Yeah, we
No,
go.
you get. Press mute
Bruh.
in Ninja. There he goes.
There we go.
All right, make sure you're muted in the. I'm not sure if he's muted on stream, but I just have it muted, so I can't hear it.
I muted him so I can't hear it.
Hey, Lily, can you hear him still? Because I'm not. Can Lily even hear us?
I'll just do 2 minutes of ASMR like chip eating. Which one do you like better, Egg?
Hey, Egg, are you ready? Yeah, Egg, which one do you want to be?
What, that one?
Yeah, so are you gonna be Ben? Are you gonna be Anakin? Are you gonna be Yoda?
There's an egg in there.
Yeah, it's an egg.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see the egg.
Come
Straight
on,
up egg.
man. That was the whole
I was-
point.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that. All I saw was the
It's
crit.
been a
I
while.
saved for literal
When I
minutes.
seen it,
trying
I
to
was
get that
like,
right.
Is there supposed to be a face in I thought it was like a picture frame, and it took
Look,
me
it's
a
the
good
Forest
minute
Moon of
before I
Endor at the
realised.
end. Like, and the Ewoks are celebrating the 4 fallen Jedis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not four
Anakin in
fallen
his
Je-
original form,
There
even though
was
it's
no
version
fallen
2, like
Jedi's on
Yoda,
the. There's no
Obi-Wan.
fallen Jedi's in that battle.
I don't know, Discord. How do you think the call went? Big thumbs up. That's how. Big thumbs up.
Well, now Oh, there Spar goes.
Okay,
Is
so
the stream unmuted?
Oh, I
We're
see an
back.
egg ghost.
Are you back to the stream? Have you unmuted everything?
is
Yes, I
everyone back?
believe
Yeah,
so.
he figured it out eventually. That was a.
Stream, can you confirm?
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I was so nervous I was just hitting things. I didn't even get Discord right. You said
I'm sitting there
every
like
day.
Spar. We can still hear. You might have muted us, but you might have. We can still hear
I appreciate someone saying that in chat. Because otherwise I wouldn't have known.
Sabrina
There's a
turns
ghost egg.
Turn
away from all
around,
of you. She
every
clocks you and says,
now
"Have we
then."
met?" And as you see her sort of just turn to the right, and she catches Kellic, you see this flame in her eyes, this anger and fury. And for a moment, you are all genuinely afraid. She is a demigod, an arch-lich. She is the ruler of this realm, the most powerful creature in it. And as she turns towards Kellic and says, "You betrayed me," you see Kellic sort of raise his hands and say, "That's not entirely." And he just and blood and gore explode for a second before turning into confetti, and you just hear "Yay!" as confetti falls to the ground. And she just glances towards Skilla, and you just see Skilla just, for fuck. Yay!
You just halo them?
You see her sort of stand up. Zablina sort of fixes up her cloak and she turns back to you and, "Welcome to Prismere." I apologize for the rude entrance. Things here have been how long have I been out? She sort of leans to Mercian and yeah, you're still frozen. That's not gonna do. You there, young boy, could I have the alicorn? And she just puts a hand out. Rennick, she puts a hand out to you. To the rest of you, she is just addressing the air. Alicorn, please.
I hand it to her.
Come on, we haven't got all day. That's right. I'm an archlich. I will explode you.
So at this point, we
Why
don't
would you
know
explode me?
why
I
she's come
freed
to
you.
life and people just started exploding.
She,
Is that accurate?
yeah, pretty much. When you see the alicorn appear, I'll say that at that moment,
Actually, can I retcon something? Rannick didn't hand her it. He's just like it's in his hand, like still touching her.
She
He's
just reaches
just
out
frozen,
and
like
takes it
takes
from
it
you.
out of my hand. I just saw two people explode and turn to confetti. My mind's a little messed up right now.
as she sort of takes it from you, you watch as she turns to the cauldron and says, "Places everybody," and she sort of looks at you expectantly and just says, "Oh, good, you're already in position. Fantastic. This will only hurt a lot."
Excellent.
I'm only joking. It's fine. Seriously though, it might hurt. Be careful. As you see her go to delicately press the alicorn on the cauldron, and then she just drops it in. You see her mutter something under her breath, and you watch as Mercian, watch out! And she brings back the quarterstaff. Rennick, you catch a quarterstaff to the head, just shit! As you're standing behind her, and she just, oh, fuck. Where are Alcorn, Molliver, how are we? All of a sudden you hear and watch as a massive blast of cold comes from the room behind them. This almost like a dragon's breath explodes out, freezing the hallway, and you hear, "You'll never take me, cur!" Wait. Mercy, is that you? As you see this old man in long white robes with a long staff, massive long beard. This must be Ringelrun, the wizard. The wizard that you all heard of, basically Gandalf. But the wizard, the arcade member of Valor's Call, as he slowly climbs down from the table he was standing on. Well, this castle's gone to shit, hasn't it? This is quite the sight, isn't it? Who the fuck is this lot? This is a ragtag group of people, isn't it? Well, shit, what the fuck's going on here? What? Cunt's fucked. Well, what are we going to do out of this? Ziblina just... Thank you, friends. Thank you. If we can have silence, I have a couple of quick questions. Namely, who are you? She sort of just motions towards the party in general. Oh,
We are the
Clapperclaw.
killer of... Yes, Clapperclaw.
Darling, come here. It is a pleasure to see you again. Oh, my love. Oh, you look fantastic. Sorry, I was in the middle of a conversation. How rude of me. Apologies. Who are you?
I'm Rannick.
She just turns. I forgot you were there, little man. I apologize.
I look over to Clapperclaw and go, hey, can you make me not invisible anymore?
She is like 8.5 foot tall, by the way. She
So I'm
is
looking up to her.
huge. She sort of, oh, I forgot you were there. Oh, there you are. You're not got that whole magic thing going on now. That's fantastic. Anyway,
He goes, mommy?
I will not be stepping on anyone today, but I do take requests. Please check out my
take
OnlyFans.
requests. Mommy doesn't need
Saying, I'm gonna need a moment after checking out my OnlyFans.
Anyway, so might I ask who all of you are exactly, and why in all hell you are inside my castle during such a strenuous period of time?
We're the ones who freed you. At least I'm the one who freed you.
Oh wow, take the credit.
I literally was the one who did it.
I was not addressing you, little man. Keep going, and I'll make you littler. She just glances back
Luggage.
at the phone.
Rannick, shut the fuck up.
Zenfire, snack. We have a member outside, hopefully successfully battling the Jabberwock.
My Jabberwock is dead.
Is
What?
our friend okay?
No idea. But he
Um,
killed my Jabberwock, so good work. It'll take me at least a couple of hours to fix that. It's a whole problem.
And
Jabberwock.
we are the Misfits.
I can
We're
tell.
here to undo what has been done that has had you frozen in place.
You there? And she points at you, Miss Snack. Don't resist. As she sort of wipes a hand. Miss Stack, you have the most intense migraine you have ever had in your life. You throw up a little bit. It's that bad. Do you want to try and resist whatever she's doing to you?
Is it worse than an
God,
ice cream
no.
headache?
She's sort of just throwing her hand at you, and she... Oh! I had something that belonged to all of you. Oh, sweet dears, the hags must have taken it. I apologize that I never got the chance to return it. Oh. They've traveled all across Prismere to help little old me and themselves, but also little old me. Oh, not you! She clicks her fingers, and as you see, unbeknownst to you, Warduke stepping around the corner with this massive spear in his hand, just, where the fuck is... Pew! Ah! As he does, Luggage, you get this sudden surge of memory. And you look down at yourself, and the only thing you can think is, why the fuck am I dressed like this?
Button. Who's got your
For the
button?
first time in years, since you were a child, you feel embarrassed. Anyway,
A Warforged
Agreed.
child? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, when was how's Warforged showed childhood work?
So let me get this straight. You managed to. It's an Astro Boy situation. You managed to. He upgrades as he goes along. I'm not even joking. That's a thing that you can build Warforged children that will basically be able to be upgraded as they get older, and will naturally use magic to expand their bodies until they're grown.
But does he have a gun that comes out of his butt?
I mean, he can. Like if you want.
Now
we're
you
going
tell
Mega
me.
Man.
Right.
21 episodes
Mega
in,
Man.
50
Anyway,
hours into this, and now I
I
can have a gun out my ass.
So let me get this straight. You went to the Witchlight Carnival. You came here to Prismia, killed all 3 of my adoptive sisters, and then managed to break into my castle, kill my beloved Jabberwock, and free me. Is that pretty much a quick summary of events?
Well, when you say
Yeah.
it like that, it makes it seem pretty bad.
I apologize. The rule of reciprocity isn't designed to cover things of this magnitude. I
Would now be a bad time to point out that we also killed 2 rabbit dudes and a frog.
I do not care for the
Technically, they
rankings.
didn't kill the Jabberwock. I did. So.
Well,
Might I ask?
Where's that ghostly voice coming from?
Force Ghost?
Might I ask if there is something you wish for reward? I presume you wish to go home, given what I gleaned from your friend here.
I wish to know that our friend's okay.
You wish to leave. You there, Catman. The Rakshasa just, yeah. Go outside, see if their friend's okay. Yeah. And he just turns around and walks away down the hallway. You see him like walk into the room and oh wait, fuck. He walks out and opens the door. I don't know what the fuck to. That way, and he points past you guys. The Rakshasa just sort of awkwardly pushes past you. Oh, sorry, just gonna get through here. This fucking
Pretty
archfey,
good.
guys. What the fuck have I got myself into? As he edges his way out. And she just now, if you don't mind, I would very much like to get back to cleaning up.
May I,
There are
may I
very
ask
few.
for something?
You most certainly can. Please do.
There is a very proud family of dwarves, the Thunderstones, that are responsible for me being freed from a life of servitude and bondage, and I would like nothing more than to be able to fit into that clan. I understand I'll always still be myself, but if there is some way that I can
Okay.
remove myself from this giant hulking size and coat myself in the skin of a Thunderstone, I would be eternally grateful if that is within your power to give.
That is quite the wish. Now, see, here's the problem. I have a bit of a predicament. I've just woken up. It'll take several hundred years for me to get back to full power. I can offer you all a gift, perhaps not one to that magnitude each, or I can offer you something collectively, if that is suitable. Wish spells don't come cheap, after all, and I only have the one for the next few hundred years. But given the circumstances, I am inclined to bequeath it to you. I would. Well, your request, it is quite noble. You simply want to be a real boy. I believe this is not out of the realm of possibility. I would simply ask if my talents are not better used to perhaps fix everything you have
That's
suffered.
what I was gonna ask. Bring up was, can we fix everything so none of this even happened?
I have no desire
Magic
to take that
control V.
away. If those
Should
are the choices,
all of
I
you
rescind my desire.
should all of you
I will find another way.
agree- Should all of you agree, I would be happy to set everything back to the way it should be. Let's put it like that.
But does that mean the hags are gonna come back to life?
My sisters are already in the process of returning. They are not quite as easy to kill as you may have found, but you removed them temporarily, and I appreciate that. They will certainly be reprimanded upon their return. That
Zablina, before we answer, might
Yes.
we pause a moment to find out how our friend is? There were two of them.
The Rakshasa comes back a minute or two later. She says, yes, of course. You see in his hand, he is holding in his left hand a helmet, and in his right hand, the Bandersnatch. The helmet, you can see there is blood smeared across the top of it. There is no head in it. It is an empty helmet. I will clarify that right now. He did not explode. As he places the helmet and the sword on the ground, and the Rakshasa just says, I apologize. He was not in the best state when I found him. I thought that this would symbolically send you the message of your friend's fate. It was not a pretty sight. I apologize. Ziblina sort of waves his hand and says, yes, he's with the others. I can fix that. It's fine. Don't fucking Jesus mortals. So enamored by death. Ugh. Here, he's yours. She clicks a finger and a hole opens. Albert, you just suddenly feel like you're falling, and you will watch as a child falls through a hole and lands on the ground. And shit! Goddamn. Oh, right, he was older. She whisks a hand, and you watch as there's like this flurry of energy as all of a sudden Albert in front of your eyes is aged like 20 or 30 years in this horrifying.
He's just got reverse Benjamin buttoned.
There you go. Oh, I should close that.
So he didn't. Is he?
Is it a reverse
Is he-
Benjamin Button just
Did he have
normal?
like Hulk pants on? Do they grow with him?
No,
Or
they
is
don't. His
he-
clothes are ripped and torn.
So he's naked. We got
Yeah.
naked Albert.
Brother!
That was quite a yo-yo.
You finally
Spandex,
joined
they
the
stretch.
clan.
Zablina, does that mean that everyone who has perished as part of this campaign will come back when you set things right?
Strange you should call it the campaign. But no,
Sorry. Yeah, you know what I mean.
This
I-
adventure.
It has been a campaign for us to free you.
I enjoy the whimsy of children. And when I first founded my realm, I deemed that none of them would come to harm. I set up a sort of pocket dimension. Should anyone, a child, be harmed or killed, they would simply be stored there. But being frozen for so long, I could not release them. They're safe, sustained, they had food, water, they didn't need to eat, nor did they age. And their memories of the place would be hazy when they return. However, it seems that your friend, she just looks down at a very naked Albert. Let's fix that. She waves and just a set of clothes appears. Better. Although, not better, but acceptable.
Meanwhile, a half undressed like Rennick goes,
Ooh. Ooh, hey.
Your friend here, it appears, according to my realm, was not actually considered an adult. It seems that none of you are.
what?
Whatever was taken from you when you were children appears to have, at least spiritually, locked you all in that state. It's quite interesting, actually. I
Does your
would need
realm help and
first look
despair gelatinous oozes?
I don't know what that is.
Our friend AJ was with Albert. Did
He was-
AJ?
He was in the pocket dimension. He was.
He lives.
Oh, do I remember that? I don't
It
know.
is good to have you back.
Anyway,
And it is
time
good to
is
know.
short, and whilst I apologize for attempting to move you out, I do have a great deal of business to deal with my 3 sisters. I have a realm to rule.
All right, then
And
from
some
me,
power
please
imbalance
set the
to fix.
world. Please set things back to right, and I rescind my request.
Yeah, and send us home.
Does everybody agree to this?
Why, yes.
Yes.
It's not an easy decision to make. A witch
Yes,
spell
it
up.
is.
I'm so sorry. I'm just assuming you touch.
Very well. I wish you all a safe journey. I wish you all happy times.
The only question, actually, before you go, will we have the memory of this?
And I wish all of you enjoy full lives.
I wish it for
Good luck.
you too.
She
All the very best.
waves a hand, and as you close your eyes and the world shifts around you, the music of a calliope begins to once again draw you back to reality.
Haha.
The cool evening air is filled with the sweet smell of candy and the fragrances of autumn. As you are all dragged back to that place, all of the friends you've made from the Bullywugs, Morgott, Sotalavar, Nib, the unicorns,
The trees.
Little Oak the tree, all of the trees you've met.
Jingle jangle.
Jingle Jangle, can't forget Jingle Jangle. All of the amazing people who you saved and helped. And Clapperclaw and AJ. It becomes harder to think about them. All of the last week begins to slip away from you. And pretty soon you don't remember the Travelling Inn or Telemy Hill or the Brigand's Toll Road or any of the Bullywugs. You don't remember Mr. Witch and Mr. Light's riddles. You don't remember the unicorns or the centaur or that one really shitty owlbear. And eventually you forget Clapperclaw.
What?
And
No.
you don't remember who AJ is. And then you forget the Calliope and wrestling a goblin and the custard damage. You forget getting into the tavern and pissing off the old goblin Nicholas at the gate entrance. You forget Dilagra and your promise to help her. You forget the day before that and the week before that and the month before that and the years and years before that. And before you know it, you luggage a little human boy with a dwarf and an air genasi and a fairy and a halfling and another human are skipping down the path towards the Witchlight Carnival.
Oh shit, we go that far back.
In your little child hands, you each clutch a single golden ticket. And your journey ends at the same place it began.
What?
And that is where we're going to call an end to the campaign, everyone.
I thought we had
that's
one more
wonderful.
session.
God.
Oh,
I
We
can't believe we went all the way back.
did have one
Thank
more
you, Jay.
session. That's what I had to quickly grab Spar for. I did not expect one of you to just oink oink. I'm going to go over here and bedoink this bitch out. I
Well
assumed
done,
you
man.
guys would fight, and the
Holy
session would
shit.
end. And it didn't. So, yeah,
Oh, thank you, dude.
that's the end.
Oh
so
my
I
sorry
will.
to put a this to take a left turn.
No,
Not
that's
of-
okay.
No.
I have-
Sorry, before I breathe a big sigh of relief, though, is the little halfling boy AJ?
Of course it is.
As you counted?
Yes.
Oh.
Wait, was the other human boy Clapperclaw?
No,
No,
you
there was
have
only
another
one
human
extra
in the
from
party.
us.
There's only one extra, and it was AJ.
Oh,
Yeah, I was keeping track when you started saying that. I was counting
Two
them off.
Two humans, an air genasi, a fairy, a dwarf, and a halfling.
Yeah,
That's the
it's
party.
us and AJ. Oh, thank you.
So yeah, I will clarify. If you had have said no, she would have still come through on your wishes, but you would have potentially spent an extended period of time in the Feywild with her. But you still would have gotten your wishes. This is just an ending that I thought was fitting for your characters, given everything.
So you said there was multiple different endings to the campaign.
Most of them involve you guys
Wait.
dying in various ways.
Save some of that for the epilogue.
Really?
Put them.
Oh, epilogue, yeah.
Yeah,
There are
We're
as
heading
many
into.
endings as I want to make, if we say it like that.
Yeah, happy to. Sorry, I think let this sink in for a little bit, but get in the Discord and put those questions in, and don't answer them in the Discord. Not looking at
No.
anybody, Miss Snack. And we will
It's
work our way through
literally
them.
said Q&A.
Yes, and
No,
at
we're
the
gonna
top
have
it said, "Players do not answer here." It's
I didn't see
pinned.
that.
I know. I knew there'd be one. But yeah,
But still, take the A away.
please put the questions into the. Okay, I will. I'll get rid of the A. Fair point.
No,
I'll get rid
doing
of
it.
But go into the Discord, put your questions into the questions not answers channel, D&D questions channel, and we'll cover those next week.
Jay, I have so many questions for you. You have no idea.
Fill it up. There's
I
already
will
quite a few
answer
in there.
as many of them as I can. I will clarify this session. That to anyone who might be annoyed or confused about how abrupt that was, I will just clarify. This is a conversation I've had a lot. That if the party goes in well prepared, if the party goes in ready to deal with the problems that are going to come up, if the party is as powerful as this one was and as prepared, they had allies, they kept the Jabberwock busy, they get an easy win. It's not. This was going to be a hard encounter, and then the party looked at it and did everything right. They killed who they needed to kill on their way across. They did what they needed to do, and so they get an easy win. Basically, is the easiest way to put it. It
Just a question.
yes.
If my brain is working correctly, which half the time it isn't, didn't we start this campaign last year?
Yeah.
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 We
Okay.
started just after I did my little one shot with y'all.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah, it's
nearly
been going
12
on
months
for
ago.
almost 12 months.
That's
20
pretty
years.
normal
And
for a
you would-
campaign.
Isolations and births, and
Yeah,
if it went on much longer, marriages.
it's spread it into 2 more weeks. Well, we had races marriage, Snacks marriage happened in there,
Yes, that's true.
Yes,
He
we
did
did
do
do
marriages.
sex.
Yeah,
So we
I
did
got
have-
married during this.
and then the queen threw herself in for the death. So we've had birth, deaths, and marriages.
Well, she failed her
So-
death saving throws.
So by the end
She
of this
did.
campaign, we've
Now,
had.
now it's Charles in charge.
So by the end of this campaign, we will have had 2 weddings, an engagement, and a major death. That's fun. I'm down with that.
Yeah, and that's not even in the campaign.
Yeah.
No, I think I think it was a brilliant way to finish it up. And as you were saying, you can only put the pieces out there. And Rennick took the opportunity and the skill set, and he had the alicorn. Like the pieces.
That's why I chose it. That's why I chose to be the one to hold it.
You just took the easy way out, basically. Which is good. That's what you want. That's what
You
your
had to
character
problem
would have
solve
To
done.
be honest, I didn't think it was gonna work. I thought the Rush Sasko was gonna stop me, so I was like, he won't let me do that. But all right. So when you finally let me do it, I was like, oh, I didn't think I was gonna get this far.
Yeah, I thought Hello Kitty was going to stop you too. But we're getting into epilogue stuff, so I'm going to look for someone to raid out to.
Nick.
Who? Sorry,
Nick. Nicola.
Oh, is he streaming?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, Sharpie's not streaming. Sharpie's streaming.
Okay, that my phone just started calling one of my mates at 11:45 at night because that sounded like his name. Holy crap! I hope he had his phone on silent. Jesus, he's going to be ringing me tomorrow, going,
What?
"What were you drinking last night?" I'll be like, "No, man, that was all Siri. I can prove it. You can just go watch the VOD."
You can just go watch the VOD.
He's just calling you to see why you weren't watching the live. That's all.
Yeah, it's like, why weren't you in chat?
I'm starting to
He
question
gets
your
up at
loyalty,
like
my
4
friend.
o'clock in the morning.
Albert died. When were you here? You could have saved him.
You could have saved AJ, not Albert.
Oh,
Albert
so you don't
Oh,
care about
wow.
Albert going.
Wow,
You
no,
care
about
about,
Albert. We wanted
about
AJ.
AJ. Oh my goodness.
We all should have known where my
Deary
loyalties
me.
lied.
But please make sure you guys put your questions in there too, hey, because I'm sure you have a lot like I did. But just for 30 seconds, thanks everyone for hanging out for the campaign. Come back for the epilogue. I'm sure it's guaranteed to be filled with some laughs and some interesting questions and answers and exploration of the roads not taken. But we will catch you all next week for that. Until then, peace out. Love you all. And Jay, that was absolutely amazing, mate. What a journey.
I think the stream's over, right? Yeah, it is. Okay.
Yeah, there it
Yes,
is.
it is.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
You
since
better
I
put
can't,
a
since-
highlight reel together for next week.
I'm going to run all of the episodes in a marathon I'm going to set up a
need
YouTube
highlights. That's gonna
stream and
take
do an
more than a week.
unmonitored. No, it won't.
So-
It'll be like a weekend. I think I added up the hours. It's something like 36 or 48 or something around there. So I'll
So-
just run a marathon Twitch stream with the YouTube channel.
I will apologize now. This was meant to be the last session, like I told Spy earlier. I don't plan to tell my players when it's going to be the last session. I just like for it to happen naturally. I was always planning for this to probably be the last session, and then Spar messaged me and was like, "Hey, could you tell me when it's going to be the last session so I can do the marathon on that?"
Like,
I panicked and created a combat out of my fucking ass, and didn't consider the fact that I left Zablina in the room. I was like, "Oh, have Zablina in the room. It'll be this cool thing. They have to like fight around the bad guys." And then I was like, "Oh, but Clapperclaw's smart. He'd cast invisibility on the rogue. Oh, fuck, the rogue's got the alicorn. Ah, fuck, it's too late now. I can't change it. We're in the session."
That's why I wanted to pause you. I was waiting for an opening to say what I wanted to say, and then you didn't give me the opening, so I had to make the opening. I was like, I don't think he's gonna let me speak.
No, look, as much as I love chatting with you guys after we're done, I don't want to go too much into that because I really want to.
Yes.
Well, one, I want to just go and sit
All
and reflect a
questions
little
in the
bit
chat.
on everything, but also put some questions together because
I
they're
get 10 hours
burning
to
at
think
me.
about this while I torture myself at work.
So no, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Yes, it was wonderful, Jay. It was
the
wonderful.
journey, and I will probably say that more than once again next week when we sit down
Yeah.
and work our way
Is it
through the
next
queue
week?
questions. Yeah,
Yeah,
at
yeah,
this
I mean-
stage, there's nothing happening wedding related that will stop it going ahead.
Oh, I thought next
but
week was
if
the
anything-
week that we had to skip,
No, the Monday after, the Monday the 3rd of October.
which I think
because
we might be on a
I
break.
don't think we're going to be home by then, or if we are, it's going to be late, and I just don't want to.
No,
I don't
so
want to
yeah,
be trying
if
to
we-
I
schedule
get that.
this.
round everything up next week, and then am I right in assuming we need to find a different day?
Yes, we'll have to workshop that. We can do that before we stream, maybe, or after. I like to do it before because I got to bounce actually now, so
Cool.
I can use the restroom and all that stuff
Bye.
before I go. But you guys
Yep.
have a wonderful day. Thank you so much, Jay. It was wonderful.
Bye.
It's a
I will see you
pleasure,
guys next week.
Sounds good. Put those questions in the Discord.
Definitely.
And the
I
answer?
can't believe I've still got pages left in my notebook. I fully expected to finish this whole notebook.
I did too, and I'll be honest, I don't have that many pages left, but
Now I've
more than
got
I
half
expected.
a Jake Peralta and Raymond Holt notebook to go.
I went
Well, put a bookmark in it and save it for the next one.
down today and brought 2
No, I'm gonna
friends
do it
books for the next
digitally.
campaign. I'm ready to go.
Oh, I'm going to be typing next
Two
time
nice
because
ones.
I can then like use keyword search.
Well,
I will
I've got a
have
really
my
cool
OneNote
template in OneNote that I'm using to get everything set up for myself because I need something to organize it all in.
Yeah.
Should be fun. Should be fun. Well, yeah, as soon as you possibly can, Spar, please get us carried the details so I can start at least on the numbers front designing my beautiful, beautiful roleplay baby.
Sure, I'll get you some summary details with the pre-session 0 questionnaire just to give you some basic guidelines, but I don't want you to get too invested
I
until
already am
you
too
actually
late.
hear the context.
I've started going through a million little roleplay babies in my head. I haven't played a
Mm.
game of D&D in ages.
because
My hopes.
all right, I'll put some summary notes together so that you at least have some context, because otherwise you may have to redo things, and I don't want to
Yeah.
make you do
The
Is
that.
it-
worst
I'll
thing is
gladly
I
do
can't be a snack monster again.
Sure you can.
Who
Yeah,
says you
well, I
can't?
can.
You just
You
be a
just can't be a
different snack
fairy.
monster.
Screw it. Just be the same snack monster. It's not my campaign. I couldn't care less.
So that means you can't say, yeah, you
Theoretically, you're
can.
not, because now you've gone back to being a child, so now you're a child snack fairy monster.
Yeah, facts.
It's a prequel.
The fairy is outside of the basic races that we're going to be starting with out of the starter set.
Well,
So-
fuck me.
Sorry.
Have any of you
So,
guys actually checked out the D&D Next stuff yet, or D&D 1 or whatever it is?
one D&D?
The new playtest material has released. You can sign up to it on D&D
Yeah.
Beyond. It's interesting. They're doing some cool
Doesn't
stuff. Should be fun. Basically,
What
D&D
is that? I am
5.5.
googling it as we speak.
Yeah.
It's good.
They're saying it's backwards compatible, but I don't.
It's same as 3.5. It will be so they're taking away stuff like your ability score improvements and that no longer come from your race. They come from your background because that makes more sense. So obviously your background will better influence what you're good at. They're also adding in, when the new player's handbook releases, it'll have all the races of the current player's handbook, but they're adding in Alfs, which is just the opposite of a tiefling, basically. Which will be very fun. It's like the holy version of a tiefling, and it looks fun.
Sorry, mate. Just before you go, Snack, just because there's something we've got to communicate this answer to Rennick. If we because we're gonna need to use D&D Beyond for our characters, because the Foundry tool that I'm using is quite a limited character builder at the moment. So we'll actually use the current system we're doing for our characters. Is it possible for us to build those characters in the same campaign we're in at the moment, so that we have access to all those resources if I can work them in later on? Or is there
Sorry.
another place to build the characters? The J's
you
group
wanna
from all over.
Use like all the
Oh
extra
yeah,
resources
keep
that we
using that as long
access.
as you guys have at least one character at all times in that campaign. If you go into the campaign and scroll down, you'll see create unassigned character. There's a button there. You can create as many fucking characters as you want. I'll clear out any old characters and that as we need to empty space. But yeah, do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, because there's a random character in there called Miss Racer.
Yeah. Do
Yeah,
with
alright.
that campaign whatever you want. I've actually got to chat to the guy who owns it.
That would be really good, because down the track
there's
I
a
would like
bunch
to
of
integrate
unassigned
some of
characters
those
down the bottom.
more, because I started mucking around with characters in there, looking at different settings. So yes, all right. I will get you guys a little set of summary notes.
Yeah, because I don't know who
So-
created Racer,
But-
because it wasn't me.
Like, if we're gonna add stuff later, will that mean we'll be able to change our subclass? Or like how? Like what kind of? If you add stuff later, like how would that work?
I'd really rather not
Is that
answer
the
that.
cat
I'd
that's
just
been
ask you to
meowing
trust
all
me.
night?
Don't talk shit about my cat.
It's pretty funny when you sit
Yeah.
up the
No,
boxes
it's just
behind
like he started meowing at the perfect time that the Rakshasha came in.
He will just walk around meowing all day for no fucking reason. He has food, he has water, he's getting attention. He'll just walk around and be like, meow, motherfucker, I'm gonna do this for the next hour.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Notice me.
He doesn't want attention. You try to give him attention, he attacks you for it.
I didn't say touch me. I just said notice me.
All right.
You
I'm gonna
might
go.
as well remove that ghost egg since he's alive now.
Oh, true. But this is some of my best on the fly work.
Oh, what am I missing? What have you put in?
No, so go if you go back to Dante's normal camera, you'll
Oh, yeah.
actually see a ghost egg. I tried pointing it out halfway through the night, but nobody noticed it.
So good.
I saw him change over the
Hang on.
ghosts. Oh, I see.
Yeah, if you like, it's literally just
Yeah.
by the door there.
Yeah.
The Star Wars one.
Got it.
Very good.
The Star Wars one did take me a minute. Like I saw it, and it took a minute to register.
That was the
my
one
brain.
that broke me.
Oh
I
my
didn't even
God.
notice it over his shoulder, but that one broke
How did
me.
you know? I made
when
it
I
as
saw
big as
that.
possible because I had it like heap smaller, and they won't see that. Like,
I just wasn't clued in. I was just thinking, shit, we've lost AJ, we've lost Egg. This is hard to take.
I couldn't find a ghost gelatinous cube to put in there as well.
Yeah, fair
It's
call.
not a
Right?
square. A square is a cube.
Well, yeah, but you got to
He
find
wanted
one with
to
the
be a
nice
cube.
purple, like
All right.
ghosty outline.
I'm going to get
No,
into
I'll
things
fuck
that I
off
don't
now.
want to talk about till next week when we're epiloguing. So thank you again. That was so much fun. And holy shit, what a journey. I'm going to go and decompress a
can't
little bit before I
believe you
try and go to
brought
bed
it
and sleep. Well, we've got the epilogue to go. So
Yes, true.
keen to explore that. And Luggage got to be a real boy,
Yes.
a real dwarf boy.
Look, but you'll always be a Thunderstone.
We'll talk more about it next
Night,
week.
y'all.
All right.
Uh,
Mhm.
I'll
See yous.
no.
Bye.